Amici, eccoci di nuovo qua su Dragon Age. Dunque, a questo punto, dunque, l'inventario eccetera l'avevo sistemato. A questo punto ripartiamo in che modo? Io andrei a Denerim. Quindi per andare a Denerim abbiamo bisogno di Leliana per i
Indeed.
bauli che ci saranno in giro.
Indeed.
Morrigan fissa. E portiamoci Shade, voglio provarlo.
Yes.
Allora. Denerim. Sì, poi ci sono anche questi DLC da fare, però iniziamo ad andare lì, va. Probabilmente incontreremo qualcuno per la strada. Che stranamente invece sembra libera. Denerim è dove c'è il nostro grande nemico Loghain, eh?
Magic exists to serve man and never to rule.
Parliamo un po' con la gente.
The one who repents, who has faith unshaken by the darkness of the world, and roasts not, nor gloats over the misfortunes of the weak, but takes delight in the Maker's law and creations.
Boasts. It's boasts, sister, not roasts.
She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction. The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next.
Peace, sister, peace. She shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction.
The veil holds no uncertainty for her, and she will know no fear of death, for the Maker shall be her beacon and her shield, her foundation and her...
There's no veal in the chant. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
I'm sorry, dear. It's nearly mealtime, but I have a few minutes I can spare. What can I do for you?
Cosa state facendo?
Praying for the good people of Denerim who've lost loved ones at Ostergard. It's usual to recite a stanza from Transfigurations when you pray for the departed.
It's usual to recite the stanza correctly.
But that's what I said.
Andraste, deliver us. If her grace were to hear this.
I wouldn't mess up the words if you wouldn't keep interrupting me. Grand Cleric Elomena understands the importance of concentration, you know.
Her grace, may the Maker bless her heart, lost her hearing 20 years ago. If she doesn't catch your blasphemous mistakes, it's because she didn't hear them.
Tell you about the chart? What? As if it's a cake you might buy? Well, it's done enough, but a little too much nutmeg for my taste.
Sister, instructing the ignorant is a sacred duty of the chantry.
Fine, then. What do you want to know? Oh, there are some very stirring canticles about doom and wrath.
Darkspawn were created by mankind's second sin, pride. Arrogance became a great caged beast in the lands of Tevinter, an emptiness that consumed all and could never be filled. To satisfy its hunger, the mage lords assaulted the Golden City, heart of all creation, to take the Maker's power for themselves.
Why does no one ever sing the good stanzas during chantry services anymore? They speak them. It's called the chant of light, not the speech of light.
Sister, would you kindly stop messing up the chant?
See how you like being interrupted.
Well, you get the general idea, I'm sure.
Beh, sì. Chiediamole anche
It's the
questo.
10th stanza from the Transfigurations. Lovely canticle, that one. Oh, you should have heard Brother Caedmon sing it, though. He had a voice like a bucket full of toads. Revered Mother Boanne, bless her heart, always said, if we had more voices like his, the Maker couldn't fail to take note of us. It was tragic, really. Such a surprise.
We don't speak of that.
He was in charge of the lyrium storehouse. It wasn't good for him, you see.
Si faceva
He
delirio.
took off all his clothes in the middle of the chant one summer day and ran into the street. He tripped and fell into the vat of elderberry wine for the feast and drowned.
Madonna.
We were 6 days drying him out for his cremation. He looked like a pickled egg. So tragic. It is
doesn't matter.
almost mealtime, isn't it?
Blessings of the Maker and of Andraste, his bride, upon you.
Questi ci sono fatti una chiacchierata. Questa gente parla? No. Questi neanche. Qui sono le bacheche. Benissimo, parliamo prima di questo.
Strange that matters can be so tumultuous and yet the day still be so bright. Oh, my pardon. Just thinking aloud. Are you here for the Chanter's Board?
Chi siete?
I am Sister Justine, curator of the reliquary of this chantry. And pride again. It is hard to live up to the example of Andraste. The archivist tends the books, and I tend the sacred relics. I also search for more to add to our collection, which is more difficult than it sounds. A hawker on the street will claim to have an actual finger bone of Andraste. In this city alone, you could make the skeleton of 10 prophets from fingers alone. Curators often accept them as genuine. I worry about the authenticity of even our most holy artifacts. When I was a curator of a much smaller chantry in Orlais, I thought that false relics slipped through because of laziness. But the life of the cloth is never an easy one, and that explanation always seemed hollow to me. Now I believe it's the seduction of the divine. We all want a personal connection to the Maker. We want to believe that what we hold in our hands is the actual sandal that slipped from Andraste's foot before the fires consumed her. Faith is of the heart, not of the head. When the heart is ungoverned by reason, charlatans have powerful tools to deceive. And often close to heretical. But I believe that the truth only increases the awe of the Maker and his prophet, not demean it. Even false symbols have the power to inspire, but it seems every year we fall more out of touch with the real Andraste. Certainly, my research indicates that all of the ashes were gathered into a pot or urn, but it's been lost for centuries. That doesn't stop hawkers from selling pinches of the ashes of Andraste to gullible pilgrims. The real ashes may still be hidden somewhere, though it's possible the urn broke. Well, there's one that might be real. I couldn't prove it wasn't. Perhaps you can understand my skepticism. So many claims, so few truths. You've shown admirable patience listening to my diatribe before. I will not bore you again. Suffice it to say, I look for and authenticate holy relics for the chantry.
Va bene,
Of course,
quindi
enjoy your visit to the chantry.
in futuro adesso c'è la possibilità di portare a questa tizia qua alcune reliquie.
The deep dark before dawn's first light.
Un po'. Attiviamo tutte le varie missioni.
Seems eternal, but know that the sun always
non si può
rises.
entrare.
In the name of Andraste, bride of the Maker, be welcome in this house. While the cathedral is closed, If you need to make wedding or funeral arrangements, you'll have to talk to Sister Olma.
Did someone die? I remember a funeral.
King Kalen died, remember? Along with most of the army at Ostagar? Make a guide them all.
That which you fear, living in the shadow of death alone, I have seen it is only a cloud passing before the sun.
The death toll at Ostagar was staggering. We've had a funeral every day for a lost son or daughter of Denerim, and we've many more yet to hold.
Are they singing the chant now? It's a funeral, isn't it?
He should have retired to Valroyo years ago, but he wanted to stay and serve the remainder of his days in his homeland. It's the Lyrium that does this.
Fa anche lui di Lirio.
He wouldn't be a Templar anymore.
Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked and do not falter.
He doesn't forget who he is, even if he can't remember anything else. May the light of the Maker guide your steps.
Intercetta le sue forze. Vabbè. Templari. Andiamo a dare un'occhiata ancora in giro.
To that part. All men are the work of our Maker's hand, from the lowest slave to the highest.
Collettivo del
The
mare.
Mage's Collective thanks you. Makers smile upon you.
Bene.
Good to see you again.
Perfetto. Sentono i passi di Shades al piede leggero.
My client appreciates your generosity.
Cioè?
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district. Oh, can I help you, Warden?
Non fate sapere chi sono.
Your likeness was passed around to the senior guardsman at the palace. I must say, the sketch didn't do you much justice. Don't worry, even if I believed the official story of what happened at Ostagar, I'm no fool. If I asked my men to apprehend you, they'd all run and cry big sobby tears in their courtesans' bosoms and leave me all alone to be skewered. Don't disturb the peace in the market, and that's well enough for me.
Va bene, va bene. Dovrebbe vi serve aiuto.
What? You're serious? I mean, yes, I could use help. I've got a pretty popular establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I send my boys in, someone might get, Maker forbid, hurt, and I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous.
Cosa volete che faccia?
The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy.
Va bene, se
Thank you, Warden. Happy hunting.
un favore per un favore. Emporio. Vediamo che altri bauli possono aprire.
Coins are so pretty. Perhaps I should eat some and startle the locals.
It's so nice to be in civilization. You can't buy Orlesian silks anywhere in Southreach.
Diamo un'occhiata prima all'emporio, va, vediamo cosa c'è dentro. Magari possiamo fare un po' di compravendita.
Welcome, friends. Welcome to Wade's Emporium. We have the finest armors in Denerim, maybe in all of Ferelden. How may we assist you? The city is full to bursting. With people from the country coming, trade is thriving. Especially those that deal in weapons and armor. Master Wade is especially in demand. Certainly.
Allora, usa armature più che altro. Sì, questi li posso vendere. Sì, anche quelli tra poco la venderò perché tanto ormai sono tutti buoni. Questo così. Altra delle lettere d'amore. A questo punto ne abbiamo trovato un bel po', Questo chi è?
Harin, the bloody customers are bothering me again. What do I pay you for, anyhow?
Sorry. Wade is a genius. Truly, you will be astonished by his work. But he doesn't deal with customers. If you need anything, please ask me.
And tell him I don't want anyone looking over my shoulders either. I'm thinking, blast it all.
Truly sorry, sire.
Si irrita facilmente. Facciamoci spiegare un po' più.
Welcome back. You looking for fine armor? You're obviously not from around here. Wade is possibly the most brilliant armor smith in all of Ferelden.
That's not true, Harin. The dwarves of Orzammar make the finest armors around. These piles of rust droppings you force me to make are worthless compared to their work. You never let me have the time, the materials to make something special.
Customers expect their armor in a timely fashion, not years late like the last time.
That happened once, just once, and you never let it drop.
Chi è il capo?
I am.
Wade owns the Emporium, but without expert assistance and, well, prodding, let's just say the Emporium has improved substantially with our partnership.
But I do miss the good old days. I could really take my time to make quality.
Oh, by all means, you can return to them. And to the gruel you used to fancy.
No. Sorry, Harin.
Come again.
Vabbè, quindi non è che c'è uno che comanda. Va bene. In caso avessimo bisogno di qualche armatura, questo è il posto giusto. Dunque, vediamo un po' qui.
Good day. The market is busy, is it not? Come, rest here. I have the finest selection of flowers and Orlesian scented oils in all of Denerim. For a lady friend, perhaps? Roses can open any woman's heart, you know. Much of the city is still a mystery to me, but the markets is like my home. Circle and sorcered objects can be found in the wonders of Thedas, in the alleyway north. The armorer, Wade, and his emporium are just to the south. If you need work, outside the rectory to the southeast is a chanter's board. And if your thirst is strong, head to the Nord Noble Tavern north of here. Be prepared, though. They do put on many airs. I am from Orlais. You've heard of us, no? Well, Denerim is a fine city, but I miss my Varroyo. She's quite beautiful this time of year. Orlais has many good things, but it is sometimes not so good to be common. My brother had trouble with a chevalier and we departed shortly after. You know so little of Orlais here. The chevaliers are knights of the highest order. They are the most skilled in the world. Their discipline, formidable. For their service, they're allowed privileges. They can do whatever they want to the lesser born. A chevalier took an interest in me. It was his right, but it was unwelcome. Incensed, my brother hit him over the head with a pot. Such a thing is almost treason. We left that very night and came here. Perhaps in your lands, but not in my kingdom. Many revere the chevaliers for their skill, honor, and deeds. But others tread lightly. As lightly as the mouse in the cat's den. If you will excuse me, I feel a touch lightheaded.
Si è emozionata un po'.
It is a pleasure to see you again. Have my flowers enticed you? Or perhaps you tire of the smells of the city and would buy my Orlesian oils?
Sì, vediamo un po' cosa c'è da vendere.
And smelling good is not? Ferelden is no longer full of barbarians. People judge with their noses as well as their ears and eyes. But you look more armed than most of my patrons. Perhaps you seek the armorsmith, Wade. Then to the south? He is quite the artiste, yes?
Vabbè, non vende niente alla fine, non posso comprare. Allora, là c'è il bar.
What is it? I have work to do.
Ah, ok. Una nota da parte di questo nome.
What does it say? Ah, I knew this would happen. Just when I was starting to get good. Well, thanks, I guess.
Va bene, quindi ce n'è uno, che era questo qui, e poi ce ne sarà un altro. Un po' di soldi. Necessaria la chiave. Questo non parla.
Right away.
I recognize you. From Ostagar. And trust his blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice. You killed my friend. And good King Cailan. I demand satisfaction, sir. I have heard of the Grey Warden's prowess, and you seem more capable than you did at Ostagar. I won't throw my life away. Too many people depend on me, and I doubt guards would pose any challenge to you. But by word and deed here you condemn yourself, sir.
Di bar. Bene. Allora, una rapida occhiata qua. Ah, ecco, questo qua non abbiamo parlato.
Another visitor, the maestro. Enjoy browsing my wares. My cousin and I have trade connections all along the seaways. We have furniture, silks, carvings, and much more. Caesar handles the trade stock, I handle other affairs. Business deals, meetings. Caesar makes it so I am free of the day-to-day concerns of our store. No, I am not. I am a trader at heart. My home is the road. But I was born past the waking sea in Antiva. It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better mistress than my home city ever was.
Piace stare in giro.
No. Not yet. Perhaps one day. It has been many, many years since I have seen her. But the road is a better. On the docks of Rialto, life is cheap. As cheap as the dockside ale and the soiled whores. You can live a longer life out here. And a wise man can make a comfortable fortune in time. Straightforward, predictable danger is refreshing to me. Any moment in Rialto the streets can run red, and often do. I'd take Darkspawn any day. At least you can see them coming. Luck be to you, Warden.
Anche lui chissà com'è che ci ha riconosciuto.
If you have coin, welcome to our shop. If not, move along. Too many refugees blocking customers. I didn't think so, sir. Too much flesh on the bones. You walk tall, proud, not hunched. Sad times in Ferelden.
Vediamo un po'.
Oh, yes.
Sventura del mago, sventura del soldato, bene. Questo gli ingredienti delle armi. Sono interessanti ma niente di che.
You're back. You need something? Better trade cities to the north, but plenty good trade here. Now with war and blight, business is bad.
Allora aspetta, avevo visto un libro.
I'll do it.
Poesia nanica. Questa qui è quella che abbiamo parlato all'inizio, giusto? Non è neanche facile. Stiamo anche parlando.
Turn your attention elsewhere. My business does not concern you. I doubt that. Yes, you're right. This is very interesting. I'll take this note from you, and I'll confiscate this lyrium as evidence. You have done a great thing here, friend. Those rogue mages' days are numbered.
Ecco, era un'altra missione. L'abbiamo completato. Giustizia servita. Sa, facciamo questa missione. Non mi fa entrare per favore. Ah, è dietro forse. Dove cazzo sta la porta? Porta del parente di un mago del sangue. Ok, devo segnare...
You are very beautiful, Morrigan.
Tell me something I do not know.
But you are always dressed in such rags. It suits you, I suppose. A little tear here, a little rip there to show some skin. I understand.
You understand I lived in a forest, I hope?
Maybe we could get you in a nice dress one day. Silk. No, maybe velvet. Velvet is heavier, better to guard against the cold in Ferelden. Dark red velvet. Yes. With gold embroidery. It should be cut low in the front, of course. We don't want to hide your features.
Stop looking at my breasts like that. 'Tis most disturbing.
You don't think so? And if it's cut low in the front, we must put your hair up. Show off that lovely neck.
You are insane. I would sooner let Alistair dress me.
It'll be fun, I promise. We'll get some shoes too. Shoes! We could go shopping together.
Questi discorsi che fanno sono...
Good day.
Good day to you. Ah, ecco, devo semplicemente segnare la porta. Non era la missione del... che avevo detto prima al tizio.
Right away.
Ne ha fatte due. Non parla, invece fa il mercato, poi chiuso.
Dwarven craft. Welcome, welcome. We sell only the strongest dwarven steel, folded over 100 times in the forges of Orzammar. In times like this, surely your group could use some extra protection on the road. Every piece comes with a stamp of assurance from my wife's father, the best smith in Denerim.
Anche le principalmente armi, però non ne ho bisogno. Del netto nanico. Più che altro dovevo mettermi lì a vedere prima. Ecco, potrei comprare uno zaino, giusto? Aspetta prima. Ciascuno zaino acquistato aumenta automaticamente la capacità alimentare di 10, quindi lo devo comprare. Questo manuale. Questo è caro però. Per adesso vogliono... Ah, forse avevo qualcosina da dire, no?
Welcome back. Is there something else you'd like to look at? I'll answer what I can, but my policy is not to sell things that don't belong to me. The Landsmeet's the big news. Every dusty noble estate in Denerim is airing its sheets, waiting for the Lord to ride into town. It's the capital of Ferelden, so naturally the Queen and Regent are at the top. But the man who seems to be running the city guard is the new Arl Rendon Howe. Came in from somewhere up north. Anytime, my friend.
qui dentro che devo sistemare alcune questioni con i mercenari. Sarà una battaglia, quindi scamparla subito senza troppi problemi.
There is no fool. What do you wish of me?
No. Ne varrà.
What can I get you, stranger?
Gruppi interessanti. Estratto di tossina al barista nel consumo tormentato. E le lettere d'amore però le ho date via tutte.
What can I get you, stranger? Right, I'll show you around.
Piastri. Ah beh, questi posso evitare che tanto... Fiaschette quante ne avevo? ...54. Non è ancora... Chissà però se mi costano di più o di meno. Boh. Andrò a 40. Mercenario. Saranno questi?
Maker's blessings upon you, Warden.
Salvataggio, va.
I'm a Crimson Ore. Which way you looking, or we'll rip your damned eyes out and piss in your skull. Another round for the men.
Drink more.
My shift's nearly over. Thank Andraste.
Abilità insufficiente, quindi può crescere ancora.
My cousin was sent to Ostagar before the battle. I hope he's all right.
Do you have any tales of the wilds?
None of the sort you like. No princesses in tall towers
Yes,
or
of course.
knights throwing themselves at whole armies.
That's not all I like.
Do you want tales of the chastened wilders who dwell in the marsh? Do you want to hear of the slow deaths they inflict on their enemies? Perhaps a tale of the poisonous creatures of the wilds that lay their eggs on your skin so their young may eat you alive when hatched? Or a tale of my mother's marsh cuisine? That, in my opinion, is the most terrifying of all my tales.
No, I don't want to hear about those things.
Then I have no tales for you.
Non forti, vergogna, vuoto. Non c'è nient'altro.
I'll do it.
Vai. Un attimo uno. Va però. Un bel bottino, ma però alla fine qua non ci sono quelli da scacciare. Invece che sono qua glielo vendo il diamante.
What can I get you, stranger? Right.
Va buono. Come prima parte possiamo chiuderla qua. Poi andremo avanti la prossima volta. Abbiamo un sacco di roba da fare. Missioni, non missioni. Parlare. Quindi ragazzi vi saluto qui. Grazie per l'attenzione come sempre e ci vediamo la prossima volta. Ciao.